Hello everyone, welcome to Not Colored Cube. I'm going to reset from I want to cover as much examples as possible because this module has quite a lot of possible variations. Like the solve process has can be very different. Depending on the path that you have to take. We have one sign, we have yellow, we have white or black, we have none of the above. Alright, I guess this works. Let's write down the edge work. 2 into parallel RGGVI CLR Romeo Hotel 9 Hotel Echo 3. Alright, so this module works with a concept of a variable. Throughout the 10 stages, we're going to work with our variable, change it in some way, assign it something, and this variable can be one of the 3 types or be undefined. This first page covers a lot of details regarding the variable types, operations with them. So for example, if a variable is a number type, it's an integer within this range, you have always to take it modulo 10,000. Division rules, string. Yeah, if we encounter a string, this is a very important paragraph because string is the most difficult in my opinion. Boolean is a simple true or false. It can be modified by logical operators. And undefined basically has to be set. If it's undefined, it cannot be worked with. It has to be set to one of these 3 at some point. The module uses this alphabetical positions, and we need to keep track of all the cube colors because it's going to change throughout the stages. Okay, stage 1. Let's start with magenta, for example. By the way you identify not colored cubes from the rest is, I guess, it's just fully highlightable and has one at the top left. So magenta. These are stage numbers, so 1 is magenta. None of the above. Press the cube when the last digit of the timer is prime. Last digit 5. So currently our variable is unassigned because it's not defined yet. Stage 2. If C is number, string, boolean, undefined. If there is an empty port plate, no. Define, okay, no, which means skip this. Otherwise, if there are 5 or more ports, no. There is no second otherwise, so we just do nothing and C stays undefined. Press the cube at any time. By the way, it was green. Stage 3. If the cube is red, green or blue, no. Take the product of the following edge work values. If any of them is equal to 0, substitute by 1. I guess at this point I should tell that this module has very sensitive rules, and I advise you to be very careful with reading them because it's very easy to mess something up or make a mistake. Sometimes you make a mistake that does not necessarily show itself on the current stage, but will show itself later on, and you would be confused as why you would be double checking your current stage and not finding a mistake, and the problem was actually one of the previous stages. So yeah, keep that in mind. take the product. Okay, batteries 2, battery holders times 2 is 4, indicators times 1 is 4, ports times 3 is 12, port plates times 2 is 24, sum of the serial numbers digits. So 24 times 12, 288. If C is a non-zero number, no, it's unassigned. So it's if, so there is no otherwise. Press the cube when the second digits of the timer for the number that is equal to the result modulo 60. 288 mod 60 is 48. So we press this on 48. Red. If the cube is white, no. Otherwise, if C is number boolean, none of the above. Press the cube when both of the second digits match. 11. Magenta. If the last digit of the serial number is even, no. Press the cube when the last digit of the timer matches the C is undefined parity of this number. So basically it just means the last digit of the timer is even. Okay, C is still undefined. This is crazy. So for stages 6 to 10, we're going to use one of these following rules. I mean, one of the following sections constantly. So if C was defined as a number, we would use this section. For the remaining stages, if it was a string, we would use this section for the remaining stages. If it was Boolean, we would use this section. I guess if it's undefined, we don't use either of these. So if C is defined, modify it as follows. If C is a string, no. Boolean, no. Determine when the cube, when to press the cube. So I guess we'll skip most of the work. If it's undefined, subtract 5 from your current stage number, which is 1. Then fully follow that stage's rules from one of the previous pages of this manual. This will make cause C to get defined. After defining C, keep following the stage's rules all the way until you cube press. So now we have to use the rules for stage 1 completely. If the cube is red or cyan, finally define C as a number but remember it said we have to keep following this stage rules until the cube press, so we don't go to this section yet. We finish the stage rules, and only then on stage 7 we would go to the section. So red or cyan, define C as a number equal to the last digit of the serial number. Press the cube when the last digit of the timer is equal to 3. Black. Now we can finally do the fun part. If C is defined, if C is a number, use the table below to obtain the modification operation. Previous stage's hue color, keep in mind in this table, which is cyan. So this table is to modify the cube's the variable's value. We need to, so from this second table we get the M value, which is modifier, and then using this formula we modify our C. So stage numbers, actually 7, sorry. This stage cube color is black. So keep in mind this table wants previous color, this table wants current color. Vowels in the serial number, we have only one, so Mike is equal to 1. So subtract Charlie mod Mike, which is a 0, from C, so subtract nothing. Then divide C by M. We divide 3 by 1, which is 3, so C is unchanged. Now we go to the bottom part of the manual to determine when we actually press the cube. So if C is a number, if the module is in stage 7, press the cube when the sum of the 2 seconds digits of the timer is equal to C mod 9 plus 3, which is 6. So sum of seconds is 6, which is 51. Magenta. So it's going to be this rule. Previous was black. Current is 8 magenta. Last digit of the serial number is 3. Do not modify C, never mind. Stage 8. Press the cube when the difference between the 2 seconds digits are 3. So 25. White. Previous was magenta. Current is 9 white. Stereo RCA ports 0. So subtract 0 from C, then divide C by 3. So C becomes 1. And we need to press the cube when both the second digits match the parity of C. So when they're both odd. Nice. And we have previous was white. Oh, I guess we just reverse C. It's a single digit number, so we don't care about M and the C itself. And finally, press the cube when the last digit of the timer is equal to the last digit of C, and when the 10th digit of the timer is equal to the first digit of C modulo 6. So when the timer is basically 11. Okay, I guess I'll... Okay, waiting for 11. Okay, this was the number variable path. Can we get another path? I want to define C as a string. Okay, let's work with yellow. Okay, define C as a string, the concatenation of serial number letters from left to right. Romeo, Hotel, Hotel, Echo. Press the cube when the second digit of the timer form a number that is divisible by alphabetic position of the last letter in C plus 1. Last letter of C plus 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So when the second digit of the timer form a number, so 0, 6. Stage 2. If C is a string, append batteries plus battery holders, which is 4, taking modulo 26 and convert it into a letter within this with this alphanumeric substitution. It's different from what it stays here, but keep in mind if it does not say like this, then you use this otherwise. So 4 is echo, right? So we append echo. Press the cube when the second digits of the timer taking modulo 26 are converted into a letter. Once again, alpha 0, 0, 25 is present in C. So when the last is 6 again. Oh, sorry, it's 4. Sorry, I'm stupid. Romeo is 17. Okay. Sign. Yeah, I pressed on 6. I shifted the wrong way. Echo is 4, not 6. Hotel is 7. Anyway, stage 3. If the cube is red, green, or blue, no. Take the product of the following edgework values. I think I've done that before, so it's 2, 4, 12, 24, and sum of ascending digits. So 24 times 12 is 288. If C is in a non-zero number, no. So press the cube on 48. How do you do this? I forgot. Bro. Whatever. Okay, sign again. If the cube is white, no. If C is a number boolean, no. None of the above. Press the cube when both math match. Okay, this is an easy stage. Magenta. If the last digit of the serial number is even, no. Press the cube when last digit of the timer matches the string. Parity of sum of C's first and last letters alphabetic positions. Now we use alpha 1, 0, 26. So 18 plus 5 is 23. So when the last digit of the timer is matches the parity of 23, so when it's odd. Okay, now we're going to do the fun part. By fun I mean hard. Okay, if C is a string, apply the following modifications. Add the last digit of the serial number to the stage number. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Then, if the first digit of the serial number is odd, yes. Subtract 5, so 4. Convert this number into the letter, delta. If the stage number is even, yes, it's 6. Append this to C, so we append delta to C. Apply a bash cipher to the letter obtained from the previous step. So 27 minus 4 is 23, so delta becomes W. Take the stage number modulo the length of C. Length of C is currently 6, plus 1 is 7. Stage number is 6, 6 modulo 7 is 6. Insert the newly obtained letter into C at that position. So we insert W on position 6, but wait a second, where do we actually have the cursor? When it says to inserting, you insert in such a way that the letter you insert ends up at the position you want. So we insert it in such a way that the whiskey is at the position 6. So here. Okay. Use the table below with the color of the cube, red, to obtain a word. Then use the other table with your stage number and the current length of C mod 10. So current length is 7. To figure out what letter substring you should take from the word. 2. So we just take the second character, which is echo. If the stage number is even, yes, it's 6. Prepend to C. So we prepend echo in here. And it says here, if it's this format, we take the letters from those positions from the word. Now, this was a long process, and now I also need to submit the stage. Stage 7. Stage 6. Wait, what I'm looking at? String. Take the difference between the sum of C's first and second letters, alphabetic positions. So Echo plus Romeo is 5 plus 18. Sum of C's last and second to last letters. So Whiskey plus Delta, which is 23 plus 4 is 27. The difference between Echo plus Romeo and Whiskey plus Delta is 4. We take the absolute value, obviously. Press the cube when the second digit of the timer forms the number that is equal to this difference. So when the timer displays 0, 4. I guess I am going to wait for a while. God damn it. Okay, let's go back and see what we've done wrong. Apply the following modifications. Add the last digit of the serial number to the stage number. 3 plus 6 is 9. Then, if the first digit of the serial number is odd, yes, subtract 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. Convert this into delta. Stage number is the even, so append delta to C. Apply a bash cipher to the letter obtained from the previous step. Delta becomes whiskey. Six modular length of C. Oh, I see what's the problem. I did this step wrong. 6 modulo 6 is 0, then we add 1. Yeah. So take 1, insert the newly updated letter into C at position 1. So we insert whiskey here. Insert it in such a way that it becomes at position 1. Okay, this thing does not change. We prepend echo because the stage number is even. So now we have to use the echo plus whiskey minus echo plus delta, which is whiskey minus delta is 19, so we need 19. Yeah, in my opinion, the string path is the hardest one because it's like the easiest to literally make a mistake anywhere. Okay, stage 7. Add the last digit. So 3 plus 7 is 10. This we always subtract 5 because the first digit stays the same of the serial number. So we get a number 5. Convert this number into a letter, so to echo. Stage number is odd, so we prepend it. Now we add bash cipher the echo, which is Victor, and insert into stage number 7, modulo the length of C. It indeed is shorter than the C, so it will stay 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So we insert Victor at position 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Use the table the color white. Current length of C mod 10. 0. And the stage number. So we take substring Romeo India Golf Hotel Tango, and since the stage is odd, we append it. hope this is right. And now we take echo plus echo minus hotel plus tango. So 20 plus 8 minus 5 is 18. We are waiting for 18 on the timer. Nice. Last digit of the serial number to the stage number, 11. Subtract 5, 6, which is foxtrot. Stage number is even, so we append foxtrot. Add bash cipher to foxtrot is uniform. So we need to insert uniform. Where do we do this? Stage number mod the length of C. Well, at this point we can just take the stage number plus 1 because the string grows faster than the stage number, and the stage number is going to be always less than length of C. So 8 plus 1 is 9. We insert uniform at position 9. 4, 6, 8, 9. You see the table below. Okay, color is white. Length of C 17. Stage 8, we take the entire substring. Since it's even, since the stage number is even, we prepend it. Yeah, just keep in mind here it's even append, odd prepend. Here it's the other way around. So now we take Bravo plus Romeo minus Tango plus Foxtrot. 2 plus 18 minus 20 minus 6 is just 6. So 0, 6. Yellow. Okay. Last digit 3 plus 9 is 12, minus 5 is 7. Golf needs to be odd is prepend. Golf at bashed is tango. We need it at position 10. So 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Let's just count the length. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Wait, I haven't done this step yet. Wait, I have. Oh, I don't need to. Okay, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 25. So 5 and stage 9 is again the entire string. Golden. Stage is also appended. So we need Golf plus Bravo minus Echo plus November. So 14 plus 5 minus 7 plus 2. We need 10. Okay, I skipped it. Okay, we need 10. Okay, and finally stage 10. Last digit 3 plus 10, 13 minus 5, 8. We need to, okay, 8 is hotel. We need to even is append. Hotel at bashed is Sierra. Sierra at position 11. Okay, this is 11, right? Hold on, I might have 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33. Okay. green, and we need to only care about Oscar. Even, so we prepend. So we need Oscar plus golf, 15 plus 7, minus November plus hotel, so minus 40, minus 8, which is 0. Nice. Okay, now let's do the final example with the Boolean path. Okay, Boolean is white or black. This one. Okay, define T as Boolean that is equal to the answer to the question. Is the first digit of the serial number is even? No, it's not, so it's false. When the answer to, okay, press the cube when the answer to the question, does the last digit of the serial number share parity with the number of battery holders matches C? We need this question to be wrong, because C is false. So, does the last digit of the serial timer, so we need the last digit of the serial, we need the last digit of the timer to be different parity from 2, so it has to be 3. So we press on odd. Okay, stage 2, yellow. If C is a Boolean, if the cube is black, blue, green, or magenta, apply the not operator to C. We don't need to press the cube when the answer to the question is the last digit of the serial, is the last digit of the timer composite matches C. So the last digit of the timer has to be not composite. So it's either 1 or prime or 0. Sign. If the cube is red, green, or blue, we never have to do this for some reason. Okay, take the product again. I forgot, so 2, 4, 12, 24 times 12, 288. If C is a non-zero number, we don't need to, so we hit on 48 again. Yellow. Cube is white and C is defined, and we need yellow. Otherwise, if C is a Boolean, press the cube when the answer to the question is the 10th digit of the timer composite matches C. So the 10th digit must be not composite because C is false. So it's either 0, 1, 2, 3, or 5. Crazy. Sign. Okay, if the last digit of the serial number is even, no. Press the cube when the last digit of the timer matches the Boolean. Parity of serials, first digit. If C is true, no. Parity of C's serial number's last digit, if C is false. So we need to press the cube when the last digit of the timer matches the parity of 3, so it's when it's odd. Okay, now the fun part. This part. If C is a Boolean, use the second table from the section of the stage for C being a number to obtain a number. So this table. So magenta 6. Parallel ports is 1. Then use the table below to obtain a condition. Condition, the number is even. So we got 1 and this condition. The number is even false. If the obtained number meets the condition obtained from the table below, the Boolean value for the stage is true, otherwise B is false. So B is a separate value. Don't confuse with C. I'm just going to write it as 0 or 1 actually. So yeah, 0 is false, 1 is true. Use the color of the cube in the other table to obtain a logical operator. Magenta, we need NOR. Apply the obtained logical operator to C and B, unless it's not, in which case B is not important. If it's not, we just negate C. So now we apply NOR to 0 and 0, which is true, and set C to the result. And we don't need this anymore for this stage. Now we need the condition. Press the Q when the answer to the question, does the last digit of the timer meet the condition used to obtain the Boolean value for the stage? The condition we used for the Boolean value is the number is even. So from this table. So this condition has to match the C value. So it has to be true. So when the last digit of the timer is even. Okay. Stage 7, yellow 7, not this one. Yellow 7, sum of serial numbers digits 12. Condition, the number is composite, true, so bravo is true. We apply XOR to this operator, to these values. 1 and 1 is false. So now to submit the cube, we need this to be false because C is 0. The number is composite, so the number has to be not composite, so let's press it on prime. 8 cyan. Battery holders is 2. The number is odd, false, so B is 0. XNOR 0, 0 is true. So we need the number is odd on the timer to be true, because C is true. Black, stage 9. We don't care about value B because we have the not operator, so we just negate the C and apply this to the, and we want this to be false. The number is divisible by 5, has to be false, so we press any time when it does not end on 5 or 0. And the final stage, magenta, vowels in the serial number is 1, number is prime, false, B is false, magenta NOR 0, no 0 is true, so this has to be true, so the number has to be prime. Okay, that's pretty much all of the examples. I covered majority of the rules. There are some rules that could be, there are some more rules that could pop up in the first 5 stages. Just be careful while reading them, because sometimes, yeah, sometimes there are no else conditions or something. Keep track of the bullet points, how they go. If this is false, you just skip right here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.